Hi, everybody. We're really excited to have Jothi with us today. She is an artist, an arts educator, and a wellness facilitator here in Durham. So welcome. We're very happy to have you. Jothi is also the founder of Jothi Creative Wellness, and her new program that's just come out is called HerSpace. So we're excited to learn more, and I'll let you take it away. Tell us a little bit more about you.
Thank you so much for having me here. I'm excited about this network and just gathering women in this way. I've been an artist, a practicing artist for just over 10 years now. I've always been a creative and an arts educator for just under 10 years. And I've been bringing arts for wellness and using arts as an educational tool in the school boards across the GTA.
Very cool.
And in that, I just, I felt like I was continuing to struggle with the balance, the work-life balance, my own personal wellness, and in seeing, teacher burnout, frontline worker burnout, caregiver burnout, HerSpace came to be. I just really wanted a space to just take off all the hats and take care of myself, find some joy, and make some meaningful connections. And so HerSpace is really just about that. It's about various ways of connecting because we're all very busy. So to create those accessible spaces, whether it's in person, online, it's a drop-in, it's structured, there's different ways and variety of facilitation going on in terms of connecting us and also providing tools, wellness tools. So whatever that could be, it could be restorative yoga, it could be just meaningful conversation. Just really bringing women together in a way that we need, want, and desire. So I feel like we deserve that space to decompress.
For sure.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about how HerSpace is structured. What kind of sessions do you offer? And how is one as a woman going to find you and find the right kind of class or space for her?
Yeah, there's a variety of ways, and I'm still, it's new, right? So it's like a baby. We're getting to know each other, and I'm really creating relationships out there to find out what it is that women want and need. But the basics are we have our weekly sessions every other month, so a bi-monthly sort of immersive where you can drop in once a week or choose to come all 4 weeks, which is a really lovely journey within the 4 weeks, right? You get to try something new every week. So I'll bring in a professional facilitator in their own field. So whether it's, I do art making and anything creative because that's what I do. And then I'll bring in facilitators and specifically Durham women facilitators to come in and hold space and do what they do best. And then we will circle up. There is an element of spirituality and grounding of the space and meditation and mindfulness.
Okay.
And then, so that's the weekly immersive every other month that we do. Okay. Then we have a hangouts once a month, which is really just that. It's a hangout, catch a vibe, connect, no real structure, just come by. It could be at a cafe or a bar or a pool hall, but just come by and have fun and meet some new faces. So that's hangouts once a month, and that sort of as we go, we'll show where that is. And then we have Her Pages, which is the third Thursday of the month from 7:30 to 8:30 at a local cafe, and we read from an inspirational book. We'll read an excerpt, and then we'll just have dialogue. So it's really about finding new readings, finding new authors. There's such a beautiful resource out there. There's beautiful resources out there in terms of books to help us to continue our wellness journeys. And so that's Her Pages. Okay. And then we have ceremonies, which happen seasonally. So for example, it's winter solstice, but we would do something like in, spring equinox, or we'll do a full moon ceremony, or we'll do a forgiveness ceremony we did in October. So ceremonies really gather women outdoors near water and fire and allow us to honor spirit, honor ancestors, honor earth in a way where we do it collectively. And we celebrate one another, and we do something in terms of celebration or honoring. And so those are ceremonies. And then we have an online platform. So we have our Facebook and our Instagram HerSpace groups. And then every Tuesday we do a live, whether it's on the Facebook group or on the Instagram group. And we cover various topics. Like last week we talked about daddy issues and how that translates into our relationships. We talk, different topics. So it's really wonderful. Again, it's beautiful ways and creating that convenience, right? To do it from home or come and just drop in. But it's just really creating those variety of ways for women to gather.
Excellent. You have been a very busy lady.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff going on. That's
fantastic.
A lot of stuff. Very, very good. And it sounds like a really interesting way to form more community.
Yeah. It's
built together. Wonderful. Let us know a little bit more about the self-care component of things and why you believe self-care to be such an important part of the work that you're doing with HerSpace.
Yeah, really self-care has been a buzzword for a few years now, and I know that everyone sort of has heard it, knows a little bit about it. HerSpace takes it a little bit deeper, and I always wonder, what's the difference between self-care and self-love? So I kind of, for me on a personal level, I move between those two spaces because self-care can really be as simple as taking a bath, right? Taking a soak in the tub, having your nails done, taking that time out for you, just taking a break from the busyness of the day, the busyness of your responsibilities and life, taking a time out. That's what I think of it as self-care. But it's for you. It's not for anyone else. It's for you. So self-care doesn't, necessarily, it could include service to others, but again, you're giving from somewhere. So self-care is putting back in. It's like refilling your cup, right? And taking that minute to refill your cup. Self-love for me is a little deeper than that. It's reflection. So now you're filling your cup, but you're looking at self in a way where you're reflecting some of the things that you've either learned or gone through or are going through, some of the challenges, some of the more difficult. I feel like self-love is looking at self in a way like, how do I move through some of the things I'm moving through? And how do I show up? Am I showing up fully? And am I tired? And why am I tired? Or am I stressed? Why am I stressed? So really critically, like asking yourselves some questions, not critically, but pausing to ask how, like, check in with your body, check in with your heart and soul, check in with your mind and spirit, and really be supported in navigating those spaces. That's what HerSpace does, because self-care is great. Getting your nails done is great. And I think I really, think that needs to be integrated into our days or weeks. But the self-love piece is really processing some of the stuff we're going through and being supported in that. We don't have to do that alone, because that can be hard work.
Right? That takes a sit down, set amount of time to dedicate to that kind of self-love.
It's a journey. And I'm in my late 40s, and I really see myself on the other side of a lot of the journeys I've been on and processes I've been on. And a lot of them I had to do alone, or I felt like I was alone.
Yes.
And so I feel like these kinds of spaces, one, give us permission to share, because we need that safe and grounded space. We need to feel like we're safe and we're not going to be judged, okay? So that's where it begins. And then the moment one woman starts to share, I see, we become a little bit more comfortable in sharing, and then we're supported in it. So there's facilitators, there's myself, there's all the other women, where we feel empowered to support one another in it. So then you don't feel alone. And when you don't feel alone in it, I feel like there's something happens, okay, like I have a sisterhood or a friendship, or at least one other person who is listening or can relate or can hold space for me. So it's a beautiful thing that happens when you don't feel alone in it.
Definitely, that's fantastic. And being able to bring women together to share that kind of deep information and that deep feeling is amazing. It's something we all need. We all need our village, even if our kids are grown or we have no kids or anything like that. We need those women around us to support us and give us some good love. So I'm so happy and excited for all the amazing things that you got going, and 2020 is going to have a crazy amount of amazing stuff happen. I'm super excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I feel like women are awakening to themselves. There's something happening within women I see everywhere, standing in our power, awakening to who we are, and it's okay to be a mom and a business owner and in service to others in all of the ways that we do as women. It's also okay to look within and to fulfill what it is we need.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm excited about that.
All right, Joan, how do we get in touch with you? What's your website, email address, all of your social media? How do we find you?
Yeah, so you can check me out on my website. It's www.jothi.ca. So that's jothi.ca. And you can find me on Facebook. So there's Jothi Creative, which is my business page. And then there's the HerSpace page. So just look up HerSpace, HerSpace, all one word. It's a public group. Please join. It's ever growing. And then you can find me on Instagram. Again, Jothi_creative is my business page. And then HerSpace, it's at HerSpace_1 for the women's group. And I also do one-on-one. So I know that group work can be difficult spaces for some. And, it's about creating access for everyone. So I'm happy to do one-on-one space for women that want that space as well. It's nice to have it all, right? So yeah, just want to let you know that.
Different options available for sure. So I want everybody to take a look at HerSpace, see what the offerings are for the next couple of months, see what you might be interested in, and reach out. If nothing else, try a drop-in. And see what the collective is doing and how it feels in your life. I think it's going to be a very impactful, powerful thing in the Durham region for women. So
yes, I'm so
excited to have you here. Thank you so much, Joan.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
See you guys. Bye, everyone.